Hey there YouTube, I'm Yukitsu, this is the Yukitsu Times, welcome to my channel, welcome to a little bit of Endless Space 2. So this is going to be our look at the Riftborn into the mid-game, and I wanted to show you guys a bit of a battle here. So this is a conquest type game, and I think that that's what you're generally speaking going to want to go for with the Riftborn. This is what a sort of mid-game kind of fleet looks like for these guys. So we've got a Hunter class ship here with 5,796 damage. And if we were to compare it to the Hunter class that these guys have, it has 1,121 damage. So there is a tremendous difference in terms of how much damage output because of the 9 or 8 or whatever, I think it's 9 weapon slots that these ships have. There's so damn many that I can't even remember how many there are. Because of the way that overkill works in this game, I've actually removed some missiles in favor of some energy beams, and that way I've got a little bit of versatility with my fleet in a way that I wouldn't otherwise have. You'll notice that our coordinators, though, not necessarily the most powerful things in terms of firepower or in defense. Ours is a tier 2 coordinator, by contrast, where their ships, I'm pretty sure, are tier 1, which explains why my coordinators have more damage output than their hunters. But even in that particular case, like this 1,343 is quite a lot of defense, but it's not a tremendous amount considering that it's a tier 2. We're also up against the Vultures in this particular case, who are not the most militant of factions. So at this point in time, we're actually clearing them off of the Vodiani so that we can make sure that we take over the Vodiani territory for ourselves. And this is what you're kind of looking for. You're just looking for something that will sledgehammer straight through the enemy. And the fact that you're kind of not going to have the greatest in terms of defense is irrelevant. You're not worried about that because you're going to kill the enemy before it matters. So in this particular case, our opponent has got gravity distortion. That's actually not necessarily a good thing since they're trying to close that gap here, essentially. And since we're able to use power to shields against their energy weapons, we're going to be taking a lot less damage from that, and we're also going to be dealing more damage since our weapons benefit more from the hull plane penetration. So he's also putting himself in the medium range instead of like long range or anything like that, so this is already bad for him. One of his longships is actually wounded here, so as soon as we batter through this guy, hopefully we can kill this guy next, but my feeling is this one might draw aggro before. So Riftborn ships, you can see these, like, I love the looks of these sort of floating pods that they've got for their weapon systems. And this is our big sort of gunship here, and there goes, that's all the missiles from one ship there. So the beam's going out. Oh, we actually managed to take this guy out here. Beams just scouring, missiles just scouring these defensive ships here. And mid-row's just going to go away in basically an instant here. In terms of like specifics for combat, there's nothing too particular that I'm doing here that's special there. My mid-row is the one that's a little bit weighted. The reason that we're doing that is that my mid-row, if we take a look at the overview camera, is now disengaged, and they're now able to sort of throw their fire out to this side over here, whereas this group, once they're cleared off, for example, will not be able to engage them, and this group will not be able to engage them. So you can engage everything from the middle, but if you overweight the sides, you can sometimes end up in a situation where you can't actually fire. So just an absolute massacre. We've cleaned out a full-size stack in phase 1. We have got some repair modules as well, so our ships should come back in with a little bit more health. But you can see how much damage we took despite the fact that we were like in an overwhelming situation there. So we just have to keep clearing these guys out so I can get access to this planet here. And they still have 2 fleets, but I can fight both of them at once here. So what are we doing in this particular instance? Well, at this stage, I forgot to do this last time, but always remember to actually enable Scrap Kings. But what we're doing is we're using that Scrap Kings, and in this case lower fleet cost, to absolutely tank the cost of our ships. And we're just getting out fleets. We're just using that to sort of pump out ships and fleets and stuff like that, and we are getting the ability to sort of roll straight over a lot of enemies out there. We're getting 1.1k dust despite having large numbers of ships, and that's partly due to the fact that we've got such strong populations just in terms of that. We're upgrading our capitals here to tier 4. Tier 4. The reason that we're doing this is so that I can add in buildings that reduce the planetary cap. Actually, no, it works the other way around. It increases our planetary cap, sorry, which we need to do because we're at minus 50, which is pretty bad. Our happiness is relatively okay across the Empire in some aspects there, but I definitely need to start doing that. So in any event, the reason that getting it up to tier 4 matters is that there is a tech over here. The way that you sort of manage this for most factions, obviously for the Vodiani, it's easier, and for the United Empire, it's a little bit easier, and for the Cravers, they can kind of ignore it as well. There's the tech down here. Gets you access to the Autonomous administration. +1 systems occupied before triggering expansion disapproval on Empire. Can only be built on a system level colony 4. So if you can get a whole bunch of them to colony level 4, then you can build autonomous administration, relatively inexpensive, and you'll be able to sort of continue expanding once you've gotten all those cities up there. If we take a look here, our level 4 here is just the mushrooms, which is the protospores. That's the more expensive one, more difficult one for me to acquire. And then we've got these meta and tactogens, and we've got more of the Jade Onyx. The Jade Onyx is just filler because it's what I sort of had. If I could have, I potentially would have wanted to actually use like benthic gems or something like that. But you know, you take what you have, or I could have liked dust water potentially. That would have also been good. But basically, you take what you can get, and that's going to be what you sort of use. Anyway, let's go ahead and pop next turn here. I think that the Vodiani are starting to run out of places, which is pretty nice. We got this other fleet over here. We got another bit of a fleet over here, and we're assembling another fleet. These guys are going to start moving towards these Cravers, and we should be able to flip these two systems. I don't need to do it like super immediately here. The reason I don't need to do it super immediately is just because we kind of got... I'm going to go from Zubin to Laren. Gonna pop an accelerator down on Guinea. There we go. The reason that we're sort of gonna be wanting to wait is so that I can get these capitals 4 level 4 finished, so I can reduce my number of cities owned by 3 essentially. That's sort of the way that I like to think of it, because that cap is increasing, but essentially you're just making it so that these cities don't count. So in addition, we're doing a pretty good job of getting Quadronix, which is the more important resource in my opinion, although I would love to get some more Recalcics. We're going to look for some of that later. But the reason that the Quadronix is a bit more important is that I can start adding in new fleet and accelerators. So I'm still just trying to flip those guys, so I'm just making sure that other people aren't capable of getting anything from them. Oh yeah, we got another society. Don't care about the photobomber quest. Quest is going to be complete. That'll be the photobomber one probably. Yep. Unfortunately, the Cravers are actually also close to achieving the victory condition, but... Alright, let's move that there. And let's also move that up here. And this will just help out all my systems a little bit there. In the meantime, I think Cygnus we can try and get to tier 4. We probably still need more protospores. I don't have access to the market this particular playthrough. Depending on what I'm doing, I often don't get the market, but that is fine. Let's just go ahead and get the fabricator license. And we will chop out this guy. So this fleet, 21 out of 22. It's quite powerful. I know that there are some Cravers over here, so we're going to go down to Surma. We're going to try and flip that, take it over, then conquer it with some, colonize it potentially. All that good stuff there. And once we've done that, we can continue on towards the Cravers. Over here, got another... How come I can't fight here? Did that count as this turn, that fight? Did I not? Could have bloody sworn. Alright, well, I must have already... Oh, this is their territory. I have to declare war on them. I better check these places. Nope. There still are Vodiani somewhere. I'm going to start checking around here. I don't see any auras from them, so I don't think they're around that way. This is all very irritating. Hunting down like the last remnants of an empire can sometimes be quite annoying. Alright. Well, the best way to try and find them is to just head up this way, because this is the route that they're probably going to be along. Just gonna hit this. What are you? It's a leecher. How come I can't fight? Cold War influence zone. Oh, this isn't their colors are too similar. Alright, well... Yeah, I just have to be on the lookout, because as soon as the Vodiani are completely wiped out, I can grab this. Maybe I should check diplomacy. See what they're up to here. I probably should also just, like... Star system details. Do they not have any star systems? I'm not sure if they... this is peculiar. They might actually already be dead, and it just might be taking a turn to register. So maybe that's the case, in which case I can sort of get my fleets back and get ready to declare war on the these guys. They probably rushed that assault so that I couldn't take them out, and then... oh man, this is going to be a while. How are we doing? Fabricators? No, that's pretty expensive. Let's just do this. I'm at that point where I've just got too many damn colonies. Anyway, let's do this over here. Over here in Zubin, I need to do something about happiness. Could just buy a well-being foundation. No, it's too expensive. Move everybody to... we don't have any, shit. Alright. Well, I could try to get rid of something like, metallic waters, potentially. I think that would help. And we can, just do this as well. And we're not using this for anything. Okay, so I can get these guys back up to 15. I just had to find a way to make these guys not rebel, because that would be super annoying. Alright. That's fine. Probably gonna have to do something similar over here. Yeah, they're at 1 happiness. Bloody heck. Alright, let's get you over to here. That'll help a tiny bit. Yeah, there we go. Up to 3. And sensory deprivation will be 20. Yes, this is the best order. Bloody heck. Alright. This is why I'm building so many of these stupid things. This will increase my happiness across all planets by 30, so it's actually a pretty humongous amount. Can I get to 3 here? Yes, I can. Is this only system level... Wait, what's going on here? Oh, yeah, no, okay. Just want to make sure that the system level is as high as I can get it, like as many places I can get it. Alright. Should be okay for now. Liquid composites are coming in. That's actually more than anything, just so I can have an extra 2 fleet cap. It's kind of the important part of that. People are probably going to immediately like flip to some other random ass faction. Our hostile trace was detected. That's fine. God damn it. I might just declare war on these guys. I don't necessarily want to declare war, though. It's like not a great way to get these guys on your side. For a couple reasons, really. Alright, there should be some cravers on here. And we can take a look at as well at this one. So these guys have a slightly better fleet. They're definitely more close range, close medium, so they must have lasers and kinetics and point defense sort of things. Virtually nothing for this fleet with any defensive capabilities. So this should be actually a really easy fight there. I could probably have gone for the just take trophies, but let's not do anything too stupid or cocky. And we'll actually go ahead and watch this as well. It looks like he's gone for a very offensive strat. Yeah, so one of my fleets is actually going to get just practically nothing out of this, but this fleet at least is still able to fire across. And this one is, I'm not necessarily sure that he wants to be, oh no, he does want that to be medium range, so that's probably why he picked all that there. But I should be able to fire across from 2 towards this fleet, so... The fact that like these guys are immediately going to die means that these guys will be free to fire across there, and I'll have plus 20% on damage since we look at here. Plus 20%, plus 10% accuracy. Auto camera. So we should be fine here, I think, despite the sort of weird cheesy setup that they've gone with. Yeah, that guy's just instantaneously gone. And now their offense ships, just one's dead. And this guy's getting kind of picked at here, but we can take a look at the overview camera. Another one of their mediums just dead. Another one of their mediums just dead. And you can see like all these lines from here and all these lines from here. That shows who's firing at who. Still at the longest distance here, so he hasn't gotten the advantage of that mid-range boost there. And just, like, this is why I have some beams. Like, I'm just getting so much overkill. I probably actually should move to slightly more beams, because we're overkilling ships way, way too hard. But, yeah, that's kind of that missile advantage compared to other weapon systems. We just barely got into medium, but he died before we got there, so... yeah, this is why I like missiles with this faction. And this is why the support laser type is the beams. I've gone for the long-range variant there. Or the all-range variant, I suppose. Up yours. Alright, cool. So these guys were being worked on by the Cravers, so I'm going to go ahead and just stand here and do that. We're going to go ahead and just let our fleet sit here. Our heroes are still mostly just playing Planetary Governor, but we have finally got someone who is researching a little bit on how to be something else, but not super, super important there. At this point in time, you're just sort of taking whatever the hell you can get, really. There's not a whole ton of important stuff there. Might as well take the reassignment thing. But, yeah, our heroes here, we've got acceleration fields in all of them. Just helps out a lot there. If you check our happiness, it should have gone up by a decent amount since our cap went up by to 11. Well, actually, it didn't because we also got a new planet, but that's a different issue. Alright, over here. Just going to work on happiness because holy hell. And I think pretty soon we're going to want to build another fleet, but Perseus might be a good place to build it from. Maybe not. It's a pretty good system all in all. It's been working out pretty well for me, but I don't necessarily know if I need this one to do it. I'm just going to public 3D printing there. I'm going to turn that off here. I'm going to build a fleet over here. This is a place I can build fleets from just very, very quickly here. Maybe not as fast as I thought. I could probably build the microwave pipes and make that a lot faster. Alright. Now you can also change government to deal with this problem. I don't generally like doing that, but it is actually a pretty effective way of dealing with this problem. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of having to do it. Alright, let's just get the population up here a little bit. Let's get you guys. I'm gonna actually just scan this way. I'm just gonna check these guys again. Yeah, still these guys. I hope they don't have some sort of stupid hidden planet somewhere.
Yes. What sacrifice will you now ask of our faithful?
Yeah, no, I don't. I wonder if they just have an arc flying around the galaxy somewhere, and that's just gonna, like, make it impossible for me to do certain things. Yeah, I'm gonna have to siege these guys out, I think. Alright. Well, sometimes that's what happens. Anyway, down here, might as well just get these. It's not a huge reason to get them, but should be okay. Now, if I check my missions here. Nope. I am actually also getting something, if I recall correctly, for Communion's Guidance here, which is just going to get me a +3 influence. That could potentially be useful for just getting really expensive ones of those, laws and stuff like that, or alliances or something. Any of those sorts of things. But it's not tremendously important. Alright. I really wish I could figure out where the hell they were, but I should just send my scout around, but my scouts keep getting killed. I should probably make a stealth scout, actually. I'm just gonna ignore that here. They want me to give them stuff too, so I don't know why it's you know. Ironically, this is the guy that I'm training with some military specs to him, but not too many. Let's see. Might as well do that. There we go. Be able to get some movement boosts on this guy as well, so that'll help a bit. Galaxy at large here. Let's get this up to tier 2 if I can. I'm probably short on the threads, yep. Do AI labor. It might be set up that I have to destroy all their ships as well, which I would not be overly surprised if that was true. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to build a stealth scout here, I think. You can actually build like more advanced scouts, but haven't really gotten around to bothering with that. Do I want to be at war with another faction right now? I kind of don't need to. I kind of need to wait till I've managed my happiness, and that's kind of the balancing act. You can only advance so quickly without it really sort of bouncing back in your face and just ruining your day in a really horrific sort of manner. Only 2.3 thousand, that's easy. And these pirates, they've got 460, I've got... Well, I haven't got a colony ship here actually, so I'm going to wait 2 turns here, get that colony ship going. Yeah, or whatever. It probably will arrive there in about 3 turns, I think. Luxuries lottery, that's going to be an extra 20 happiness, I think. Yeah. Probably a little bit unhappy because there's a Craver standing right outside their doorstep, but such is life sometimes. Liquid composites, our fleet cap's gone up to 24. I'm not actually going to build any carriers. Like, there's definitely the potential. The other reason I'm doing that tech is so that I can talk about, like, the carrier tech itself, but it's not hugely important. Okay, so at this stage, one of the more important things to do is to get better weapons. We've actually got one over here, but I don't need to think about that too much more. We can also think about things like electromagnetic or adamantium electroplating. I mean,
I trust you no more than I would trust a clan merchant, son Kasai.
don't care about you. All right, so could potentially go for something like adamantium electroplating for that cloak.
I trust you no more than I would trust a clan merchant.
Get that. And we're just going to work our way up towards this tech here, the C4 systems. How important is it? Not super important, but is something we're going to want to get. Getting up to fleet cap 28 still means that we're a little bit... we'll have to have like one small ship just as a sort of thing there. Spectre over here, 7,198. It's actually a pretty okay ship there. It's not my favorite, though. I think we're going to start building ships up here. So I'm not going to bother with the level 4 up here. I'm going to do that elsewhere. So let me think here. I just have to do some basic math here. 24, 8 ships. Actually, I just probably, yeah. Yeah, that's all I can afford right now. So I'll add in 3 more of those as time goes on. Probably short on... not actually sure what I'm short on. Probably antimatter, but... Alright, this fellow over here. Actually, this guy I think was also being militant, but... Not 100% sure why I picked that, actually. Oh no, I don't think he was being militant. Shoot, well. I kind of need some people I can use as admirals, though, so that's why I'm kind of willing to let that sort of thing slide right now. Oh, man. Alright, so Placidus is down there. I don't necessarily need this place to be super effective, so I think we just go with... Oops. Fabrication. Okay, so down here is where I probably want them, especially places like Perseus, where it's like a trade system. Got a little bit more going on for it. A little bit metropolitan, stuff like that. This is the stage where things get a little bit painful unless you are willing to let the AI just automate your cities. I'm not, because I think they do a poor job of it. I do a poor job of it as well, but you're gonna find this to be an increasing problem whenever you're on a conquest type victory. Let's just grab that. Sure. Like I said, I also do a poor job of this sort of thing. Alright. Happiness is sort of key right now. So we're just going to do it like that. Mrigashi, I don't know. Over here, level 3 cities, also fine. Sure, we'll just do all that so I can get it out of the way. Oh, and some planets as well. Let's just throw that in the queue. Hopefully that'll keep that place busy so I don't have to think about it. Alright, and up here... Bloody heck. Alright. Sometimes the AI just doesn't block your scout ships for some reason or another, but oftentimes they do, and oftentimes they kill them, so that's why I think I want to get a cloaker one. That's probably a Unabomber thing here. Academy power has been increased. I don't feel like I need to do any of these. I'm gonna create a backdoor for now. Now that I found their capital, I can do a better hack here than I could before. It's better, but it takes longer. So we send it from Mrigashi up to... Just gonna click on here actually. Pretty sure that this is their capital. They'll probably have like pretty good defense. Yeah, obviously I'm not gonna get that. This is gonna stop me here. This is gonna probably kill this scout here. So he's been trying not to get me to declare war on him though, so he might actually be nice here. Might be willing to play nice. Vox Populi, absolutely. There's a definite argument to be had that I shouldn't be letting the AIs catch up, though, if I'm totally honest with you. Oh, I can assist now. Danny 7 with 7 titanium. Let's just do it like this here. So, the shadow. Bot. Next turn, I'll be able to do it. If I remember, which I won't, but... I'm doing this in a way that's like just so detrimental to my entire life. Alright. Ambushed by a Prowler. It has chosen really goddamn poorly. Alright, so take trophies. We don't need to watch this. It's just like, aha! Into the strongest fleet in the game. Good for it, I guess. I don't know. Alright, so let's go ahead and, yeah, this should go pretty well. Just use Blitz. And we'll, yeah, this one I think. Go for the Quadronix, I think. 90 titanium, that's pretty expensive. My scans didn't go through properly, did they? No, they must have, because we got ambushed. I don't have enough probes for that last thing, I guess. Screw you, whatever the hell it is you're saying. I don't really care what you're actually saying. Just, you know, screw you on principle. He's distressed now, that's fantastic. It's weird that he is, because he is like the strongest faction in the game, technically speaking. Hey, these guys are counting as dead. That's interesting. Done. Frickin' finally. He must have had like one... Oh no, I think there's a timer, like he's got the chance to recover his plants if he's got stuff. I'm pretty sure that's what ended up happening. Freaking out over nothing. Oh well, it's typical of me. Level 2 modernization. I'm worried that these guys are going to get snagged up though by these guys, who probably are getting beaten up by the Cravers though, so hopefully that's the case. Alright, how much of the proto stuff do we need right now? I need quite a lot more. I've got actually trade routes that are getting me some of it, protospores, but let's increase this one a little bit. Alright, these are all sort of as... Oh no, I can do quite a lot more of this one. Alright, well, sort of all I can afford, but they'll sort of add up over some amount of time, I hope. Anyway, yeah, Surma over here. We'll keep these guys stationed for a bit here. Actually, they have 11 movement. I'm building more fleets. What's the worst that could happen here? Straight into Craver Planet here. I'm going to declare war on them, I think. Making him an offer he can't refuse. Alright. So I won't get as much out of these guys because attacking Cravers does not really work very well, but this will be okay. Down here, how's this fleet coming along? Can I build another spirit yet? Yes. So up to 3 of them. What am I short on? It is definitely the adamantium. Which makes no sense because I have 67 adamantium. I probably have buildings in queue that are going to take up adamantium. That's probably what's happening. Or those ships themselves actually in the queue. Righto, well, whatever. Let's just do this. Start sending this way. Ooh, a sword. Don't often see those. Oh, the pain. Alright. Gonna try and actually send Hack to this place just in case. Actually, no, I don't need to. Oh, I can get rid of this Hack actually. Why can't I get rid of this? Oh, that's a different thing. Shoot. I kind of hate the UI for this, by the way. I don't know if I've mentioned this. Alright, it's Hack there just for the hell of it. I don't really need to. Yeah, this thing. How come I can't get rid of this? Alright, well, whatever. Let's not think about it too hard. Now then. Get all those. Though I don't really need a lot of that. Get those. Though I don't really need them. Yeah, I really need to get these protospores. This is actually why I was working hard to get this planet. I should be actually getting more than I was before. Let's see how many we're actually getting of these damn things now. 11.2 now. Okay, perfect. Oh boy. Alright, let's see if we get completely screwed on this turn. But this is sort of what we're doing. We're just trying to like grow at a rate where happiness can manage it. And this is sort of the like downfall of trying to do this as this particular faction. It's a little bit trickier with this faction than it is with some, but it's also easier because you're going to have a much easier time in the actual fights. That's kind of the dynamic there. I'm going to probably go for actually more happiness later on, but for now, let's go with... kind of like the idea of deniable operations right now, but structured antimatter might be... Oh, shit. Well, I'm going to have to actually redo this here and just do that really fast, is what I'm guessing. They're just closing their borders. Yeah, so I probably actually had to just immediately rush doing the thing there. So I'm just going to go back and do that, but what the hell? Really? Really? Because he's not the person who was there. Alright, well, whatever. I'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. So, yeah, no, just had to do the quest faster than the AI was going to do its quest. So, anyway, this is what we're trying to do here. I'm sieging out this place. It's going to take me a long time to actually finish sieging it, but that's fine. What we're trying to do is just sort of gradually chip away at the galaxy, destroying people sort of slowly but steadily and, but sort of surely there, and making sure that we're gradually taking over the entire galaxy kind of thing there. And that's really all you're up to. You're just trying to make sure that you are doing everything in your power to sort of take out the galaxy without overstretching your bounds, without destroying yourself in sort of the process there. And that's basically all that you have to sort of do here. I'm going to go with that order, just sort of redoing the order here. And I think like that. So a bunch of planets I've actually sort of done this sort of thing, but that's perfectly fine. We're continually building up our fleets here. This place is going to start building fleets as well over here in Placidus. We'll probably start building fleets. But basically what we're looking to do is just get into that sort of flow of constantly being able to throw more and more and more fleets into the meat grinder. We're not going to bother upgrading the ships that we currently got. What we're going to learn to do is just sort of roll over the enemy with the ships that we have, and anything that gets destroyed gets destroyed. That's going to be the sort of way of things. It's a little bit more time efficient doing things that way, and it's a little bit more resource efficient, because as you sort of possess more and more of the galaxy, you end up possessing more and more this is going to be interesting, more and more stuff without having to work for it. So we're getting tons and tons of strategics just by sort of continuing along with our sort of life here. I don't want to level 4 modernize this place. And we're going to continue getting more and more stuff as things continue. So everything's just coming up really, really nice for us. Over here, I think we're going to start doing public 3D printing. If I start making money fast enough, one of the things I can do is actually switching out and getting our systems to produce money for me, and then I can use the money that I'm getting otherwise to increase our happiness through laws. So what I would do here is I would do Senator Bob Act, and that would be fine. If we get to high enough militarism, we can also sort of use that to fix things a little bit, but this is relatively fine. Alright, so who's this new dude? I haven't actually ever used one of these Umbral Choir fellows, so let's see what their abilities are like. Evasion, not surprised. +5 hacking, I believe. Bandwidth, yep. Vox Populi, that's interesting that they get that. +3 vision. Set fleet anti-cloaking level to 3. -10% bandwidth cost on hacking. Yeah, so they're very specialized in sort of what they sort of do, which is kind of a unique set of things, if I'm totally honest with you. I'm going to actually make this guy a fighter, though, because I kind of don't have any good ones. Is this on ship, or is that... No, on fleet, yeah, so that's perfectly fine. I think we're actually going to do Cosmic Castaway here. Yeah. Could do overclock scanners, actually. Given the context of the situation, that's actually probably what we want. And I'm actually just going to chuck him straight into a fleet right away, since I'm kind of running out of things to do with heroes. We'll put him in here. Alright, I need him to be in one of my territories, so... I'll put him in this new fleet we're developing, actually. Why not? I don't know if they'll actually be any good, but he's a militant, so I mean, theoretically he should be. I should actually also take this ship here and upgrade it a little bit, because as it is, it's probably pretty pants. These sort of things, I like giving them a couple of the kinetics, and then I can round it out with, probably go with the advanced positrons, just to make it so he can sort of do a little bit of anything. Go into our defenses, he'll get sort of our top-of-the-line defense work here. Improved uniform. And I have to make sure he can keep up with the fleet to a certain degree. Put this over here, probably. And given what I'm doing with this guy, actually having him be like a cloaker, anti-cloaker potentially would be potentially interesting. But giving him titanium probes, sending the vision range up higher. Actually, Hyperion ones are a little bit better. Let's do that. Alright. So that should be pretty competent, and he'll be in this fleet with the rest of the guys. And in the meantime, like, I have to get ready to declare war on these guys here, so that's just what we're sort of doing here. Ramping up, getting into position, making sure we've got enough fleets and ships and stuff like that. All that's going to be what we're sort of after here. Could terraform some planets, but I don't know why we'd want to. Like, we benefit more from this in terms of the stats, so even though it would sort of hurt our happiness, it's kind of fine keeping it like this. That seems fine for now. We're just mostly trying to fill in these build slots so I don't have to deal with anything for a little bit. Alright. Yeah, I just have to keep up on these. I'm using so much titanium in this game, it's pretty crazy. The amount of like Hyperion and stuff like that, but I'm not using really any on ship modules because I know that I have to just keep maintaining all these stupid compression singularities to be competitive. I guess I don't really have to, but I feel as though you really sort of do. Quantum communications are going to be one of the things that we really want here. I don't really need things like this. I kind of need my sport modules for movement and for taking out planets and stuff like that, so we're not going to really bother with that. I could do something like Quadronix toroids or interleaved orichalcics, but I think what I probably actually ultimately want is something like the sure. I feel kind of like I want to take orichalcics alignment here because the programmable Quadronix is not as good in my opinion. I actually prefer going for the these type of lasers, advanced positron beam. This is actually like not a ton of extra damage, but it is extra damage, like 30 versus 36. Like it is an increase, but I feel as though going for the increased missiles would be at this point a really good idea, so we'll do that. 10 turns for that. That's pretty slow, all things considered, considering how much damn science we actually have. But, you know, that's the way things are. Do things like this, I think. Will get us kick-started. Oh, have we got someone incoming here? These are pirates. Why the hell is there a fleet of pirates heading to Yetix? That's weird. Well, whatever. Let's ignore that. I think we can relatively safely ignore that. I like this little scout here just sort of dodged all my shit. Alright. Probably be able to head him off somewhere, but who knows where it's going to end up being. Anyway. Let's do this mission. Quest. Yeah, does not help me very much, but whatever. And these guys over here just think they're healing. I can't really tell, actually. I know that you don't heal very quickly when you're not in your home territory, but do what you can. I need to find more of those damn mushrooms. That's what I've gotten myself into. My entire empire is just completely addicted to shrooms. I'm going to build another fleet here. There we go. Problem being here, I still don't have enough of the adamantium, and I'm still only gaining enough every, like, 3 turns. God damn it. Oh, I forgot to rebuild my, oh, well, it doesn't really matter that much right now. Those plants are kind of finished with what they need to do. And a lot of my heroes are sort of already capped out on everything they need. I should refresh them anyway. It would be the responsible thing to do. Alright, kick the ass of some pirates over here. They don't count as hostile for some reason. That is peculiar. I'm going to kill them anyway. These might actually not be real pirates. This might be like the, what are they called? Can't remember what they're called. The Umbral Choir doing something weird. Okay, we've been traced. It's fine.
Trust you no more than I would trust a clan merchant, son Kasai.
Huh. Well, I can't choose the other thing, so I guess we're doing that. Forgot that I was gonna... Right, that should be fine. How are we doing over here? Yeah. So at this point in time, it really is just tricky to figure out what the hell to do with all your planets. I always have difficulty at this stage with that, but yeah, you do everything that you can, but sometimes everything you can is not everything you need. I need to get more elections so I can advance my militarism. How long is it? 6 more turns. That's forever. Alright. Well, in any event. Ah, damn it. Like that. That'll keep them busy for at least a little while. Oh, bloody heck. Alright, now I have to hack some stupid thing here. Do that, I guess. Not really that important. Was there anything else that I am forgetting here? Right, this stuff. You can actually weave these in front of public 3D printing, and you still get a bit of money since these things don't really take any production. So it just sort of ends up in overflow, and then you end up with the money later anyway. At least as far as I can tell, that's how it works. I've not been able to confirm that, but I always seem to get more money than it's predicting I'm going to get. Alright, this is going to just gently screw me. That's fine. Gentle's good. Right, I do not like you being there. So I'm going to politely ask these humans here to get off my turf. It's got cruisers, 2 of them, an escort, and then light corvettes there. I'm just gonna fight this with that things as is, with take trophies even. Yeah, this guy slipped past my stuff there. Way too fast for me. These guys are retreating. I can sort of guess that from the load screen time here. Yeah, and they're trying to tell me not to attack their stuff. Tema's been hacked. Just lots of... Oh, he did fight me. Huh. Up yours. Alright. Well... Just this for the tiny extra scraps of, like, production, I guess, but... Yeah, well, maybe you shouldn't have stepped onto my turf there. Hey, buddy. Alright. Looks like we got a couple incoming here as well from the owners of this place. Can't actually click on them for a variety of reasons, but that's fine. And we're dealing 108 damage to these guys per turn now. Not sure why that went up and down, but... you know, it's fine. Do that, I think. It's going to take me 100 billion years to find out everything that needs to get built again, isn't it? Alright. Could start working on all lists of all space-time if it weren't for the fact that I have no Orichalcix, and this is why this mission type is, that mission type or that victory type is stupid, but, you know. Oh hey, this is going to get hung since I'm not allowed to get that. Let's just do that. I guess I tried to build too many. Alright, there we go. And Hamal over here, autonomous administration, 1 turn. Fantastic. We're at 20 out of 14. Yes, you did get that right. We've got more than we're allowed to have by 6, which is why my happiness is such a bit of a shit show right now. I could probably boost into the amount that I need by going into laws here and doing the... yeah, I could get 15 pretty easily, actually. But how much money would that cost me? That would probably cost me a lot of money. I'm just gonna not risk it. Sometimes you enact one of those and you think, oh yeah, I'm getting 1.9k or 2.5k per turn. Like, that's probably plenty. And then you enact that and you find out population's like 3,000 and you lose 6,000 a turn and you're just immediately wrecked. But anyway, I'm going to skip forward just a little bit here. This is the sort of thing that you're doing. Just slow, methodical advances. It's just really all there is to it. Nothing too special about it. It is as it is, but the hell are you? What are these? Are these trade ships? These are trade ships. Oh, transport fleets. Okay, I see. Interesting. But yeah, I'll be back in just a little bit there. Pretty okay with how things are going right now. But yeah. Alright, and we're back. So we're just continuing our romp through the galaxy. We're getting Deneb here colonized. We'll definitely have that one done. ESA over here will colonize as well once I do some other stuff. I want to take Takim though. That's sort of priority. And the reason that this is priority is that this gives me access to this Gossamer, which I need, and it also gives me access to this Orichalcix. We're also, of course, getting power armor. I could also go after Soiden. I could also go after Aldebaran. All of these planets are actually fairly good options for me to go after. But the one that we're going after is the one that declared war on us, so of course that's going to be our first choice there. Public 3 printing in a couple of places. I'm just going to ignore that for now. And we had somewhere else that I had to build something, didn't I? Hamel over here. Yeah. So I'm building system shields wherever I can. I can't really afford them. This is one of the reasons why I'm getting power armor. It's going to be a fairly late tech. By the time you're like really needing this, you're going to pretty much have some pretty scary fleets already out in the field here. This one's just about at full cap there. It's going to be done by next turn. This one up here is a little bit outdated, but it is doing a pretty good job of banging through people. Gonna try and take Takim over here. I might be able to take it in actually one, but got Deneb. That's perfectly as we expected. Nothing too interesting about the luxuries, though. As you'll notice, we're doing a relatively decent job of keeping our happiness somewhat in check here. We're still at devoted. Still 4 planets over the cap, however, which is not that surprising. I don't remember what I was doing this for. I think I was just doing this to make the game stop whining at me about having to do that over and over again. Anyway, I can potentially do a scan here. I've got a hero here that's got the scans. Let's just do it. Should still have enough movement to get to the other one. Have got the option to also, that's kind of lame. Have got the option as well to, oh, I need to go attack these guys. Alright. Well, whatever. They're basically like hacking me over and over again, I think. I've been too lazy to actually deal with it properly. Let's definitely not do that. I do not want to do that. Alright. So let's head over here to Takim. See how it's going. Got just these guys sending a whole bunch of these things onto my territory for some reason, which I'd be worried about, but I can kill them pretty easily. Alright, 168. I'm just going to hit that up there. And, well, let's go ahead and get this fleet created. And this is a full 28 stack fleet. It's not the largest a fleet can be in this game, but it is pretty damn close. You can get all the way to here with this fleet. Up to Surma. So we will. I'm going to go ahead and, let's see here. Might as well start working on another, well actually, what I would like to do is actually get a, yeah, let's do a Behemoth C3 center. That way I can get a Behemoth there, turn it into a, can't remember what they're called, one of these things, and use that to sort of Behemoth protect my systems there, although I don't have enough Hyperium or anything like that right now, since we've been using absolutely all of it. Anyway, let's go ahead and fight these guys. They might actually fight me here. Get a chance to look at what a full stacked fleet looks like with fully upgraded ships. or at least as fully upgraded as I can currently get them. We want to have more of our ships sort of over here. Let's have this little guy just down here, since they're not going to be able to fill all 3 lanes, I don't think. And otherwise, this looks fine. Let's see if we can get them to fight me here. Nope, they're definitely going to run that. Is he going to... Alright. I don't think I've got enough movement to get there. Nope. We'll be able to get there next turn and then still be able to kill them, so we'll have that happen. This planet has got cravers all over it. One of the planets is actually depleted, but what we're going to do is keep them isolated onto this depleted planet so that I don't have to worry about it. As my voice just goes all completely screwy, but whatever. Planetary transport network might be okay, and now let's just keep building warm bodies, by which I mean cold mechanical chunks of metal. But however you want to view it. Over here, let's do something like this. Thankfully, we got another planet colonized thanks to those idiots trying to colonize our stuff. And this is definitely our stuff. We were the ones that cleared out the pirates, so I don't feel bad at all about taking it from them. And further over here, we're going to be clearing out these pirates as well, so that's all good. And yeah, these late game fleets, they rely on having lots and lots and lots and lots of these strategic resources. Like, I don't produce anywhere near enough right now. Well, I do. I produce sort of almost enough, but you always want way more. I did see some shots coming out from like a planet killer. Not necessarily sure where that shot is right now. I'm hoping that's not it, but I don't think it is. It should have traveled actually quite a bit further by now, but I don't think it's going for any of my planets, because it probably would have killed one of them by now. Really? Alright, well, yeah, I'm going to have to declare war on these guys pretty soon. We have potentially got enough fleet over here to do it, too. I do want to get to the point where I can upgrade these fleets, though, to the new models, because they're a little bit slow right now. The problem would be that I'd be fighting like on both sides of this formation here, and I really don't want to be doing that. Yeah, I think we hold off on doing that for now, because that would be a little bit overstretching it. More importantly, though, like, our happiness just can't afford to actually take the conquest, so even if we were successful in fighting them, which we would be, we would win fights. I'd have trouble actually consolidating any of that together, so... Wondering how fast those human empire ships actually are, if they're going to make it back to Surma, or if I'm going to have to do something else here. I think we go for RNGC 43278. God damn it, let me... Okay, so they should head over to there. I don't really care. Alright, there's some Horatios, that's fine. This is fine, this is fine. Some ships heading down there, okay. No. No. If I do an alliance with them, I actually have to capture way more territory, if you're wondering why I'm not accepting alliances with them. If you're doing a conquest victory, you're better off either getting like the Cravers or something like that on your side, that would be fine. But you don't want something like the Unfallen on your side. How did he get over there, of all places? Actually, this is probably a different fleet. And he ran away again. Son of a bitch. Where are you? He's got cloaking technology, hasn't he? That bastard. Alright. Well, unfortunately for him, my fleets are very, very fast, so I can just have them run up and punch him whenever I need to. Alright, so we can start building our Riftborn Miners Corp. +3 resource generation on strategic, +1 resource generation on luxury. So this is very, very powerful. Gonna go ahead and just start getting more warships though here for now. And let's find all the places that have the stuff we need. So Bracia is a really, really vital one for us here. I'm actually gonna go ahead and do something like this here, but we're going to actually do this. Oh, this is gonna take too long. I think we're better off actually getting the level 3, because that includes like 60 extra production, so we'll do it this way. I'll even, I think, get another machine embodiment to chuck in front of this. We do have enough that AI labor would actually propel us a bit forward here too. I don't know. I think that that's fine for now. This is our general type guy. Now I do recall that we've got some ability to get anti-cloaking, yeah, so that might be necessary for me. Post-relativistic targeting is very, very powerful for us though. You know, I'm going to go ahead and... Oops, is this the right one? Yeah, anti-cloaking set 3. Alright. So if I'm going to be around this area, I do want to have access to that, just, like, you know, just in case this sort of thing's going on here. How come I can't actually attack it, though? Is he not actually in range? Yeah, he's not quite in orbit yet. I think he's on his way, though. There's another... Yeah, he's going for a real stealth build for some reason. Alright, I'm not too worried about that, because if you have a couple fleets hanging around, you can just sort of have them do their thing when they show up, so... That's all fine. Vega over here, though. Let's go ahead and grab a Riftborn Miner Core. 3 turns. It's quite a while to build these things, considering how much stuff I've got. I've been running out of Gossamer. We're going to build one here as well, just for the Gossamer. And for the Jade Onyx, let's be fair. Over here I need one. I'm going to need quite a lot of time to get all these up and running, but you know what? That's fine. Riftborn Miner's Core. Good lord. Okay. I think we got most of the ones that we're going to be able to realistically get in a quick time period. This place doesn't really need it, but we do want that level 4 modernization there. Alright. Alright, so... I brought this fleet back here so that they could get together with this ship over here. I don't want to merge them with this guy, though. This guy's going to just turn into a, this thing when I get enough Hyperium, which will be never, but, you know. Don't really need the cerebral reality. It takes, like, 0 time, but I don't really need it. Alright. So that's all fine. And I guess we probably can afford to actually just attack here, I think. I think if they even if they dig in, we should, yeah, got them. Like I can't colonize here. Oh, influence zone. Oh, that's their influence zone. The background sort of screwed that over for me. All right, well, you know what? That's fine. I'm just gonna not worry about it. Anyway, this is sort of what we're doing, though. We're just getting ready to fight a lot of fleets here. As you can see, he's just sending in the clowns. And, yeah, we'll definitely be able to take them. He's been spending a lot of time and money on, like, stealth tech for some reason. You actually have to have, like, a stealth module on each and every single ship for this game, if I recall correctly. Otherwise, you can detect the fleet. So, he's clearly investing a lot in these things. Let's just wait till we can get to this guy. Alright, this thing. Let's... Don't need that, really. What I should probably do is get access to the galactic commodities. That'll be like zero turns to research. So that'll be fine. But yeah, we're just going to make sure that we can take this. We're going to have to destroy a bunch of places. We're going to have to kill a lot of fleets. But we've got more ships coming in. And those ships coming in are going to be a big help for that. And this guy's fleets won't be able to get away from these guys anymore. So that'll be pretty good. In any event, though, yeah, I'm pretty sure that we're going to win this one. So we're just going to continue along with what we're doing here. We may actually, like, accidentally get a science victory before this, but I don't think I will, actually. There's still quite a lot that I have to do in terms of getting to the end of this. But, you know, we're chugging along through the mid to late game here, and, yeah. What the hell? Pretty sure I already what's going on here? A lot of bullshit's happening here. Anyway, but yeah, no, I think think we're done here for now. So anyway, hope you found this video enjoyable, and of course, as always, hope to see you guys all next time.